So how would you say McDonald's is innovative?
It's got futuristic technology like shake machines that stop themselves and fry machines that tell us when they're ready.
How's like the drive-thru machine?
Instead of taking an order with paper, they use technology.
Although McDonald's was not the first restaurant to sell hamburgers, it was a restaurant that popularized it. The same applied to their milkshakes. Even though Friendly's was the first restaurant to serve milkshakes, McDonald's was the first fast food restaurant to actually sell them. McDonald's was the first fast food restaurant to have fried apple pies. Although they began to sell baked ones in 1992 because of health reasons, and cappuccinos, lattes, and mochas, they were also the first fast food restaurant to offer fish sandwiches known as the Filet-O-Fish.
The Filet-O-Fish was created because a man in Cincinnati, Lou Groen, who owned a McDonald's, mainly served to Roman Catholics. And on Fridays, they weren't allowed to eat meat for some reasons. And he made the Filet-O-Fish so that he could still make money on Fridays. Eventually, we became depressed because no one wanted to talk to us. So we decided to leave.
How do I think McDonald's is innovative? The fact that I'm eating at a Burger King is because the food is cheap for me. In McDonald's, I'm not crazy about their food or the prices. So even though they have a good attitude about serving the public, it doesn't suit me personally. It has probably taken a couple of years of life off every person.
Yeah, he didn't answer our question at all, but he's the only person that would speak to us. The whole purpose of this was to see how informed people were about the innovations of McDonald's.
McDonald's was the first establishment to have a drive-thru. Drive-thrus are now used in other restaurants as well as banks. McDonald's was the first restaurant to have meals for children, also known as the Happy Meal. This idea was used in other establishments like Wendy's and Burger King now, as well as many other places too.
It's all thanks to this man, Ray Kroc. He was the one who was first responsible for capitalizing McDonald's. McDonald's was originally a family-owned diner, but Ray Kroc bought it and revolutionized it and created it into this large business that it is today. For example, Ray Kroc was originally a distributor for the cleansers that would later win milkshakes at McDonald's. Obviously, McDonald's has affected the population. In the last 50 years, obesity has skyrocketed. This picture here illustrates my point.
Introducing the world's newest, silliest, and hamburger-eatingest clown, Ronald McDonald. Now, where is that clown? Oh, Ronald.
Okay, this is the first McDonald's commercial. And as creepy as it may be, it's the reason McDonald's became popular with children. Because it was one of the first color commercials, it was extremely appealing. And McDonald's really needed the money. I mean, look how low budget it was. His nose is a paper cup.
McDonald's hamburgers. A magic tray here keeps me well supplied. McDonald's hamburgers, French fries, and milkshake. Watch for...
Many believe that the reason behind McDonald's popularity is due to a term known as McDonaldization. Under McDonaldization, people think that they are getting better food because it is larger.
McDonald's has largely impacted the world in the last couple of decades. The innovative features such as the milkshake and the drive-thru has increased their popularity. Due to these innovations, many people ate out more than they did several years ago. Modern society has become more obese than ever because of McDonald's. McDonald's is a great prime example of an innovation because they have introduced new things and impacted the world.